Hey guys, Liz here, and today is a requested video. Excuse my mess, I just don't feel like cleaning it up today. This is actually me procrastinating cleaning, because I should probably clean my house. Like, I keep my house clean during the week, like, unless my anxiety is so bad, like, I can't, like, freaking move. I usually keep it pretty clean, but then, like, once a week I'll go through and really clean everything. And I just don't feel like doing it today. Might wait for tomorrow. I really should do it today, because tomorrow's date day, but whatever. I couldn't just take a nap instead. It sounds really productive. So anyway, requested video was to do some work in the big junk journal, which I think I did a video working in this. I don't remember. I feel like I did. I know I've done quite a few flip-throughs of it because she changes quite often. This is a composition notebook. It is not a special one or anything like that. It is a regular sized composition notebook that you would pick up at a back-to-school sale. I have just shoved it full of things, and it's not even close to being full. Like, there are empty pages still, believe it or not. This was made with the Tangy Baxter tutorial, which, you know, now that I think about it, I don't think I actually ever linked it. I wrote it, but I'd never actually linked it. My last 100 ways to make a junk journal, which I did miss like a million different ways. Like, okay, so say you have a cardboard box and all your little signatures, but you don't have glue or staples or anything. You can use ribbon and just tie it with ribbon in there. You can, someone said rubber bands in the comments. You can just rubber band stuff in there, so you don't even have to have those, you know, you don't have to sew, you don't have to staple, you don't have to glue, you can just tie it in. So these have ties, but this is to help the spine with some of the stress that it takes with how much stuff is packed in here, because it's really, really big and it's really, really heavy. It's probably about 5 pounds. Let's see, I got a kitten here. It's about the same weight as this pudgy thing here, which is not as pudgy as the orange one if you saw my Instagram post today with his big fat nipples sticking out. What a fat cat. Storm, this is not... Do you see what I have to deal with? This is not a good place for babies. Not a good place for babies. So anyone new to my channel, this is my cat Storm. My kitten. She's 3 years old this year though, but I still call her my kitten. This isn't hers. She has no idea. Watch. Wouldn't most cats figure like that is not comfortable? And if I can get, I don't know if I can get her to do it. It'll be 20 years of playing with my cats. I know I have a subscriber that doesn't enjoy animals, so I'm very sorry. Keep your eyes closed. I'll tell you when you can open them back up again, okay? Or maybe I'll be nice. I'll like make you little annotations so you can click when the cat's gone, okay? I'll do that for you next time, okay? On this one too. So anyway, this is Storm. I found her under hotel, but you have to move. You have to move, little bean. Little bean. But yeah, normally she will take this and she'll just gnaw on it. This being her tail, her butt rope. She has no idea it's hers. Goodbye. But she'll just like, you could play with it and just like flap it back and forth and hit her in the face with it. She'll like grab it with her claws, like put her claws right in it and just like bite on it. And she doesn't even like notice. And like, as you saw, I can move her around the table. I was not yanking very hard, believe me. But I have before given it a good yank one time. She was getting into something and I yanked her tail and she just didn't. Storm, don't eat stuff off the floor. It's not dinner time. I'm not going to feed you. Quit eating stuff off the floor. Wow. What a video today. Don't make me. I'll do it. It scares Bubba. It doesn't scare her at all. Anyway. Now that we're done torturing my animal, it wasn't torture. No cats were hurt in the making of this video. Anyway, this is my giant junk journal. And we're gonna throw some stuff in here. I have a pile of things that some people sent me. That's not gonna go in there. That goes in. Well, actually, that does go in here, just on another page. Come back. It's already gone. Maybe not this either. I've had this. I already have one of these in there. But someone sent me this. This I have here. These and this. And this. Someone had made and sent these to me. Maybe even the same person that sent all this stuff, actually. And this. This is just an envelope. We can decorate it. This was the note from Lisa Rides Again, though I may... This will probably go on my wall, actually. On my card wall. If anyone ever sends me cards, if any one of my subscribers sends me a card, it goes on my wall. Letters have another place, and I'm actually going to find a new place for letters because it's getting abundant. And pretty soon it'll be done. I have a pen pal binder I'm making, so you guys can see my pen pal binder. It's so cute. Anyway, well, it will be cute. And then let's see, I got this. We have a Captain America keyring. It's his shield. So I have this, and I just like it's really shiny. This was stuff that I was using in my other junk journal, but we might use it in here. Who knows? Oh wow, maybe we'll put him in there. And then I have this basket of stuff that I like never touch because it's always in the corner and I forget about it. This is a bag of twisty crayons, which are like my favorite crayons in the world. And a lot of these are the cool ones that have like multicolor, at least, maybe not a lot of them, but a couple of them are the multicolor ones, which are my favorites. They're so fun. Like, ridiculous. I love them. These things, which I did a review on, and actually I have another review that I will have up soon, and it's pretty much the same idea, except they have me reviewing the chalk labels instead of the markers, but it did come with markers, so I will have a review of that soon as well. That'll probably come before the sponsorship video that I told you guys about, but, you know, just giving you guys heads up on that. Let's see, I've got crayons and more twisty crayons. I got colored pencils and more twisty crayons. This is a little book, 20,000 words for all word games. That would make a really cute mini junk journal, wouldn't it? And that's another thing too, I also forgot. Say you have a book like this. Well, now you can just start gluing stuff on the pages. And that's another junk journal, right? And you just start gluing stuff on here. To maybe glue these pages together so they're a little thicker. And just start gluing and putting your stuff in there. And then boom, junk journal's already made for you. Right? Super easy. Never let anything get in your way of making art. I got my Extreme Colors colored pencils. I'd been eyeing these up forever at the store, so I had finally bought them and used them like once. But they're so pretty. I mean, I can't help it. A stamp that I made. What is in this basket? A stamp that I made with the fun foam. I just cut random shapes. And this is what I'm looking for down here are my Crayola colors. These usually run for like $5, like $4.99. At like drugstores, Walmart, whatever. Super duper cheap. So this was the first thing that I got when I started journaling with paint. I didn't immediately go to like acrylics and stuff. I don't have a Walmart around me or anything like that. We have like a general store, but it's like super expensive because it's really mostly for the tourists. So I just went to our drugstore, Kinney Drugs, and they have, you know, an art, you know, whatever section we want to call it, like office supply section, and they had these little paints. And these are like in between a watercolor and an acrylic. They're not quite either one. So I'm going to play with those. And these are the greatest thing in the whole world. These came from the Dollar Tree, and they're just little tubs of glitter goop. It's not glitter glue. But it's not, it's supposed to be, it says poster board paint is what it says, but it doesn't really paint. It's, I don't know, it's like a tinted color of glitter, but the glitter of it is so incredible. Where's the blue one? This one. This is the best one. It just has the prettiest glitter to it. I just love it. It takes forever to dry, but so freaking pretty. So I wanted to use some of these paints in here because I haven't used them in a long time, so I'd like to, you know, get some more use out of them before they all dry up into nothing. And maybe glue some stuff in here, so here we go. I don't think I have anything in here I have to hide anymore, per se, because it used to have addresses in here and stuff. Not anymore, I don't think. I just put that in the other day. This guy too. And this is also, it's kind of the same as you just watched a flip through of my personal one. It's kind of my personal, they're both personal ones. My little one, it's kind of the same thing. These are, this started out, you can go look at the first videos, it's just really literally collecting junk. Like do I still have the page of candy wrappers? Yeah. So it's basically literally stuff like this, just junk stuff that I wanted to keep. And then it turned into like stuff that I just had laying around, like these label things, for whatever reason, you know, just actual trash kind of things. Or then like I would do something and I wouldn't use all of the pieces, so I'd put them in here. Or, you know, maybe I wanted to practice to play with stamps, so I'd do that here. Any kind of mail. I mean, this is literally just everything. Newspapers, and this is done with a watercolor, really chalky one from the Dollar Tree. Looks like this. You've probably seen them. They're very, very chalky, but they are $1, and this was, I actually got this before my little paints here. So, you know, not top quality, but they still worked. I still had the most fun painting, regardless of what it looked like afterwards. So don't not get something because you're like, well, you know, if I'm gonna do it, I better do it really well. Just start with something really small and really cheap and see if you even like it. You know what I mean? Like I liked watercolor as a kid, but I didn't know if I'd like it again or not. And turns out I ended up liking acrylic a whole lot more than watercolor. I still love watercolor painting and I love to work with it, but in my junk journals, I so much prefer acrylic. But you might be different, so check them out. Just try different things. You know? It could be something, even if it's worth $1, it might actually be fun. Maybe you want a chalky look on something. Maybe there's going to be something in the future where you need this chalky kind of look, which you might, because I kind of like it sometimes. Like I really love it over here. So, you know. Anyway, it's a new one as well, new page. I want to, that one's kind of new too. Added some stuff, painted over it. I think I want to just start a whole new page with you guys. So let's see if we can find, that one's blank. This one's completely blank. Look at that. Totally blank. So let's work on this. Let's just, let's grab a big paintbrush. Let's do this one. It's not really huge, but it's good. And let's just throw some color on here. I'm going to grab my excess book. This is just a Moleskine Skeen Skine Skoon Scootaloo book, whatever you want to call it. Let's say Alice in Wonderland edition. And I just use my excess paints in here. I just wipe off my brush, and a lot of the time I do use extra paint just because I know it's going to go in this book. So, but that way, you know, you've got, look at all these backgrounds I've got now. Beautiful. I can do whatever I want in this book now. And I've done a lot of stamping, like if I really feel like playing with stamps for no good reason, stamping is just therapeutic, the same as sticking down stickers, I do that in here. Or if I have like a new stamp to test, or a new ink to test, I do that in here. So, this is one of my favorite ones, I love the colors. So, I'm going to open it up, here's a blank page here, just so I have it ready. I have such a huge mess on this desk, it's ridiculous. But I've been like reorganizing, so like under and around the desk is so much like nicer now. And I started redoing the top of it. Like I've got this green basket right there now, full of my stuff. I don't know how much I love it. I mean, I really, really like it, but it's kind of tall. But so I'm just gonna throw some color. Oh wow, that came out more than I imagined. There we go. That's gonna gunk up my cap, but that's okay. Like I said, I don't quite use these very often, so it's not like it's a big deal. But you see how like not opaque they are, I guess. They're kind of like see-through-y, but not like totally, but yes. Like you can still see the lines, but you definitely know this is purple, right? So I kind of like it, to be honest. Like, I used these for a while before I got acrylic because I was quite happy with these, to be honest. Like, they're not opaque, but they're really fun. They smell like preschool, like childhood, like they just have a good smell to them, to me. I mean, not a good smell, it smells kind of plasticky and weird, but it reminds me of childhood, you know what I mean? But this journal has definitely become like also a use it up kind of journal as well. Or like I'll clean something out, like I'll clean out a drawer, I'll clean out a bucket full of just bits and pieces that have accumulated themselves through projects. Because I don't like to throw anything away. Because everything that you could throw away, you could just throw in this book, right? Waste not, want not. Everything can be made art. Don't even think about it, you know? I could take this little booklet and slam it in here, and then that would be like a pop-out thing, and then you could paint it and glue stuff on it, and it doesn't... This is a really nice blue. Look at it. It's actually kind of like opaque. You know, and it doesn't have to be a super fancy special image. You're going to see in my sponsors video, which it sounds silly, I'm already talking about, I'm not getting paid for it right now, but you can go online and find some clip art, you know, just some silly clip art that you like to print out and put it in your journal. Or a magazine. I used magazines all the time, and when I was little, that's all I used. I would just take out clip out things in magazines. It was fashion for me. I really loved fashion, so clothes, I'd take out clothes I liked, cut it out, and just paste it in, or glue, tape it in, like whatever I had. Scotch tape, didn't really matter. You have to think, like, when I was little, I'm trying to go back to when I was little. When I was little, my art was my world. I thought I was a great artist. Like, I loved everything that I did. And if I didn't have something, I would make it myself. And I think I've told this story before. Like, we didn't have a ton of money. Like, at the point that I'm talking about right now, we had a bit more. But I wanted a dollhouse, so I made one. You know, I had this book. It was really, really, really cool. It was a series of books, and I wish I still had them. And it taught you how to make a dollhouse out of a cardboard box. So I made, like, this huge, like, 2-3 story house. It was pretty awesome. But if I wanted like a doll, I would make a paper doll or make a doll out of yarn or whatever I had to do to make whatever it is that I wanted to play with that at that moment. And like, I was thinking about this earlier, today or yesterday. I used to have in my bedroom in my old house, one of my old houses, I've lived in a few, we had an attic, but it didn't have like stairs that came down. It just had a door that you would push up and move over. It would come out, you know, kind of thing. And you would like push yourself up into the attic. But this door like freaked me out. I was only like 8 or 9 years old, and this door like freaked me out. Really, really, really made me nervous. And I asked my mom if I could do something to it to make it less nerve-wracking. So I took it down. I took my crayons and I drew a picture of my parents and me and my puppies and my kitties, and I wrote "Think Happy Thoughts" on it, and I put it back up there, and you know, I looked at it every single night, and I just loved it. You know, I could have taken photographs, but back then it was a little more pricey to get your pictures printed out. You know, you couldn't just do it at your house. Well, you probably could, but we didn't have digital cameras, and you can't take a disposable and just like hook it up to your computer. It doesn't work. So, you know, I had to draw it. So, you know, don't limit yourself. If you want to do it, just do it. If you just want to have fun, just have fun. Think about just being a kid, and everything that you touch and do is art and is beautiful and is fun. Like, that's what I'm trying to get back to, is being that little kid again that was like, everything I do is cool. Everything I do is awesome. If I want something, I can make it myself. If I want, you know, a doll, I can make it myself. If I want a doll house, I'll make it myself. You know, and work hard at it. And if it's not like a picture out of a magazine that you saw, well, you still made it and you had so much fun making it. Like, I don't know. I don't know if any of this is making sense, or if I'm just kind of like trailing off into weird tangents that don't make sense. But I don't want you guys to be like how I was for this past like 10 years of my life, where I quit doing art for many, many reasons. But I never really got back into it because it was just the fear of being bad at it. Like, you can actually be bad at art. Well, I guess in my school you could. I almost failed art. We talked about that. I almost failed art class because I went too fast. I left white space. Boo flippity hoo. Look at me now. Oh yeah. Okay, so I used some of those paints. That was fun. It looks really pretty, doesn't it? And that's with like that Crayola stuff. I mean, that's really not that bad. You can't quite tell on the camera, but you can still sort of see the lines, but it looks pretty. So now we have a pretty color on there. And that would cover like all my pretty colors. Which doesn't really matter. There we go. It's still kind of wet. And that's okay. I like that, I think. I think I'm gonna use tacky glue. So like I said, this is still kind of soggy. So I don't think glue stick doesn't stick very well to wet stuff. So we're gonna use tacky glue. Because with the glue stick, it'll just like sit there and peel off and not actually stick. Every time I see this, it makes me think of a middle finger and it makes me laugh. Buzz, buzz, says the telephone. It's my mama to get an oil change, and she's my mechanic. Her and my grandfather. Okay, that, and then I'm just trimming him. I think you're supposed to cut him out because he's got a line around him, but I don't particularly want to do that. Oh, wouldn't that be awful? I didn't even notice that. There's a fork and a knife. It's funny I'm doing it. Poor owl. There. That's terrible. Can you see it really in the camera? Not quite. He's dinner. You don't eat owls. That's not nice. Yeah. Something like that. I don't know. Turn the page. Who cares? On to the next. Don't read my writing. Well, I guess you could if you want, but it's not really that fantastic. This is about me crying about my life, probably. It's usually what happens. Do. Do we have another, like, super blank page, or is that, like, about it? There should be more in the back. Yeah. See, there should be more back here. That's the one we just did, so that's the back of it. That one's got scrapbook paper. Ooh, let's look at that. Oh, that looks cute, right? He's embossed. Okie dokie. Well, let's just do this side, I guess. This one's blank as well. Got this. That could be kind of cool. I think I'll do it. I'm going to use glue stick on this one. Oh, and you know, I had said it in the last video, that's going to start telling you guys what my nail polish is, but like it's the same nail polish as the last video because it's the same day. It's literally a couple seconds later that I pushed the button. But this is the color, if you didn't see the last video, this is the Magnetic Force by Color Club in the color Hypnotic. and I just didn't do the magnet part. I just left it polish. I didn't use the magnet. I was kind of magneted out after the craze. Went pretty crazy with it. And actually, it's so funny. I forgot to say it in my last video. Is I have this, and I have an exact dupe of it in the Sally Hansen, and I didn't buy either one of them. And I also have, there's a blue of the Color Club and a blue dupe, well I guess this is actually the dupe, of the Sally Hansen. Exactly the same. Well, my mother-in-law got me, I think this one, and my mom got me Sally Hansen, or the other way around. But either way, my mother-in-law got me one, my mom got me the other set. Like, both the exact same colors, but two different brands. But they both got them, like, within a couple days of each other. Like, I don't even think it was like a birthday or anything. It was like they were just out and they were like, oh my god, I saw these and totally thought of you, so I got them. And I was like, thanks, I have two of the same colors at home. It's not that I care, because I use the heck out of the Sally Hansen one, especially because I love Sally Hansen. But now after using this one, like, the Color Club Magnetic is actually better than the Sally Hansen. Let me just tell you. Kind of weird. Like I said, I love Sally Hansen. She's my fave. Okey-dokey. So now I got that. Then I've got all sorts of just, also like I didn't even use my thing. Is it just still sitting here? No, I already cleaned it off. Yep, good for me. I've got these chalk markers that I got sent for review, and I use them on my whiteboard, but I don't use my whiteboard very often, which that's why there's no purple in here. It's on my whiteboard. So I think I'm just going to take, I want these two colors, and I'm just going to do a little bit. Just to, so like I said, I haven't really used this stuff, but I really, really want to, because it's nice stuff that I have. And it's going to eventually get old, so once in a while I just like to take out things that I haven't touched in a while. So maybe it'll be, maybe I haven't done journal cards in a while. I'll just go through my journal cards and I'll pick out a couple. Or maybe I haven't used just, I have several different places that I keep my junk, so maybe one box I haven't touched in a long time. Let's just go through that and get everything out of there, or a drawer, or whatever. Just stuff that I haven't touched in a while. That's why I'm doing this today. I just haven't touched these paints or these markers in a while. Paint's longer than the markers. The markers I at least touch a little bit. Like I said, I used them on my whiteboard, and I think I used them in an art project not long ago. I know I drew a whole face with them when I got them, but I feel like I used them recently for something. You know, within the last couple months anyway. Not super recent. But when you write on the paper, they don't come off. Like if you were to write like on this, you know, that's going to wipe off. But on the paper, it's going to stay once it's dry. Because it is a chalk, not a paint. I wish they were paint pens. Wouldn't that be so cool to get like a set of paint pens like that for the price of what these were? Because these weren't very expensive, but like a Posca or Posca paint pen is like $2 each kind of thing. Like, I don't really know if it's that much. Speaking of, I really, really need to order some more paint pens, because I'm sure mine's going to die soon, and it's like my favorite thing ever in the world is this paint pen. So I really, really need more of those, because I'm really scared of it dying, and I know it'll be soon, because like I said, I use it constantly. Like I always find some reason to use it in one of my projects. If it's just outlining something, I love it. And it's funny because like it works and seems just like a Sharpie half the time, but I don't know. I just like it. Maybe we'll do one more color. Let's do the red. Or, like, also I'll take and I'll use stuff that I'm hoarding, like stuff that I really, really love. And it's like, okay, I love this thing and I've had it for like a year or months or whatever. However long I think is long enough for hoarding at the time. And it's something that it's like, pick it up every time and go, oh my god, I love that, so beautiful. I have to save it for this perfect project. I just have to save it for a perfect project. But that project never comes along because there's never going to be one because I'm hoarding it. This red one is amazing, by the way. Can I just say that the red marker so far is top notch. But yeah, so if I'm like hoarding something really pretty, I will just be like, okay, today is suck it up day. And I'll just suck it up and I'll use whatever it is that I'm sucking up and using. And then after I use it, I'm like, oh my god, that was the greatest thing I've ever done, because it's something that I really, really wanted to use, but I just have not had the inspiration or, you know, the bravery to use such a thing, so I like to do that as well. Just so I'm not hoarding. If you have it, you should use it. And if you don't like it, find someone who can use it. Don't just let it sit in your house taking up room, you know? So I want to eventually try to get through these paints so I can empty out this bucket, but I'm not going to just throw these out, and I do like them, so I just have to remind myself that they exist, so, you know. Let's see, we got Captain America in a really nice baggie. So I think I'm going to go ahead and put the baggie right there. We'll have a good thick plastic baggie. They make great pockets. You could also take this and make it into a shaker, you know? Just put some extra washi on the edges, fill it all up, put some washi on here to close it, and boom! Beautiful shaker. A nice sized one too. I could still make it a shaker, honestly. Just throw some sequins in there. Why not? Just set it, why not do it, right? This is a tin of sequins that a subscriber and now pen pal, Annie, had sent me. And OMG to her and to a bunch of other people if you're waiting for stuff. Like, I went to my post office on Thursday. It was after 9 a.m. and the window still wasn't open. Like, I don't understand. Every time I get down there to like check my mail and I don't have time to send mail, the window's open and I can only have time to run in and out because it's like lunch break or something. And then every time I have time to send stuff out, the window's never open. So I'm trying, guys. And it might actually have to wait till Thursday now because I have less money than I thought I did. But I just bought my husband's last birthday present, so. But I thought I had more than that. But I guess I didn't. That's okay. So I'm just going to throw some of these guys in here. So yeah. Soon everything will get sent out. I feel really bad, but like I said, in the winter, fall time, things will get easier. Work won't be so terrible. Oh, look at, there's like an open spot there from the hanger. Everybody back down. So soon, you know, I'll be a little better. And I'll also have my pen pal binder together, and that's my other problem, is like I forget when people send me things and who sent them. And then I go to like write letters and I'm like, shit, who did I reply to next? So this binder is going to help me stay a little more organized, because I had my pen pal stuff in like 900 different places, so that really just was not conducive to it. So we'll get a little more organized. I'm not used to having so many. I'm used to just having Kit, you know, as my pen pal. I haven't had this many in quite a while. Because when I was younger, I used to have like a lot, like double digits. But they all came from all over the world. Like I had a pen pal in Ghana who I talked to for a really long time. I talked to him. Gosh, how long? Probably like 6 months I talked to this kid until eventually all he did was ask me for a camera. And I was like, hey, I'm done talking to you now. Like, it was like a good 6 months of conversation. And then the last like 5 letters he wrote was just like asking me to buy him a digital camera. And at that point, digital cameras were really expensive, because they were like just coming out. And I was like, bro, I don't even have a digital camera. But it was fun. We sent each other like money. Like he sent me like Cetus? Is that how you pronounce it? He sent me well, it's like 600. It's like a 500 Cetus bill and like a 100. I don't even know how to pronounce it. It's like CEDIS, I think is how it's spelled. It's really cool. I still have it. It's in my hope chest under my table here. I'd show them to you if it wasn't backwards and under my table, but I accidentally put it so that the... Oh, it's so stupid. Now the open part is against the wall. Duh. Stupid duh. Look, I made a shaker pouch. Wasn't that easy? It doesn't shake very well, but you get the idea. That's gonna kind of bug me. Those are a little longer. There. Oop. I don't know if I trust it. Let's use this one. Just for a little extra. Cover that piece of hair with it, why not? Just adds to the memories. Plus it was already in the tape. There's no saving it now. Boop, boop, doop, 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 boop. Yeah. How about that? Now we got our little shaker. Looks cute. I actually really liked that. That was a cute idea that we just had. It'd be better if it, you know, was a little better shaken. If I put in like some beads or something to kind of help lift this plastic up, these would flow a little better, but it gives you the idea in the junk journal anyway. It looks kind of, I really like it. I think it looks cute. Let's see, so we got Captain, my battery's almost dead again, and I'm almost out of memory. This came out longer than I thought it was gonna. I always feel like we accomplish nothing. Do you guys enjoy these videos where it feels like we accomplish nothing, like this one? Did this actually come out good? Did you actually enjoy this? Please let me know in the comments below. And I know that the two of you, whoever y'all are gonna dislike this video. There's always at least like 2 of you. Who are you? Why don't you like my stuff, and why do you keep watching it if you don't like it? But that's okay, because dislikes work the same as likes in publicity, so... If you truly do not like a YouTuber, do not do any sort of interaction with their stuff. So if you like truly don't like someone, don't dislike their video, that's only going to make it so people see it. Believe it or not. Because people like controversy, right? So, if you truly don't like somebody, don't dislike it. So I'm going to pretend that you like me. You like me, you like me. You wanna kiss me, you wanna love me. You wanna hug me. Garth, we're all in the bedroom, buddy. Still howling away out there. It's like the last video. I don't know where I want to put this. Do you see how many shiny, like, wrapper things I have? This is Taylor Swift's Wonderstruck. Ooh, holographic shiny. Didn't I just pass another? Oh, it's just more Taylor Swift. I like to keep my holographic looking stuff. This cat is going crazy right now. I think he thinks he's like totally alone. And he's usually like begging to come into this room. And now he's like, guys, come downstairs. I'm starving. It's 6:30. Oh God, I'm gonna die. But you all have seen Garth. He's 22, probably 23 pounds at this point. He does not need dinner right now. He could really, really survive another week. And that's not true. I'm sure there's going to be some cat lover somewhere that watches this that's going to tell me that cats literally cannot not eat, and I know that. Trust me, I know that. I just had, not just, but before I got Storm, I had a cat named Liberty Bell. She was a Maine Coon, and she was not eating. She ended up It ended up being that she had kidney cancer that was spreading through her body, and we think it went to her brain, which was making her not able to eat. But yeah, I know the cats can't go without food. I'm just being a jokester. It's so funny, the things you have to be careful of saying on the internet, because like someone could take like me pulling on my cat's tail as abuse, but like literally she just does not feel that. We play that game all the time, and if she didn't like it, she would get off the table and leave. Would she not? She would, because she does. If she doesn't like something, she leaves. She ain't dumb. Oh, cute. I don't remember that. Well, good for me. I don't know where I want to put this. We're just flipping randomly. We're just going to throw it in the pocket for now, because I just don't know. That's another thing, too, I really like about this. I have a bunch of pockets throughout here, so it's like I have this journal card thing that used to have holes on it with things that used to sit in here, just like that, to have the tassels come out, but it ripped, so I just threw it in there. And I have a couple other things like that, too, where it's just like, I threw it in the pocket, because I didn't know what to do with it. Alright, so I'm almost out of battery, almost out of memory. I hope you guys enjoyed this video as per usual. If you haven't already, please don't forget to subscribe. Hit the button down below. It really helps me out and makes me really want to keep putting out videos. Put down some requests down in the description box. Let me know what you would like to see. Would you like to see more work in this? Or some work in this? Or let's make a junk journal? Or would you like to watch me make another journal? Whatever you guys would like to see, comment down below and I can see what I can do. And I will see you all later. Yeah, alright. Bye guys.